The city of Selma is a 2 by 3 mile city on the northeast side of San Antonio. We're on the I-35 corridor between Austin and San Antonio. We have, because of the growth of San Antonio turning into one of the largest cities in the United States, the city of Selma has been booming on the northeast side. Our growth is, we are the highest growth suburban city in the last 8 years, from 3,000 to 13,000 people. Because of our growth, we've also been able to bring many jobs, big businesses, and also amenities to the area.
So we moved to Selma about 15 years ago or so. Just happened to find this house and we moved here. And immediately we loved Selma. The services that are offered, the police department is awesome. It's a very small city feel, and people are just welcoming, just like the rest of Texas.
Selma has been actually an incorporated town since 1847. It is a very historic town, and the property here, the Harrison property, was originally bought by John and Jane Harrison, who ran and operated the Stage Stop for Selma, the first stage stop, and he was the first postmaster. So I've been working for the last 7 or 8 years developing this property for city use. What is really important about this property is there's very little of the original town of Selma left. When the interstate was built along the old Austin Highway, it took out most of downtown Selma. So this house and only 1 or 2 others are still remaining in town from the original settlement in the mid-1800s.
Well, we opened the Bluebonnet back in 1978 up on the Interstate 35 and had a really successful time with that. Of course, as the music changed, you know, things went a little bit different from the old country to the new country. And we had a church that came in and bought that one out. And we moved back over here about 8 years ago. And actually, we added food to it and did a little bit more. We're doing some cinema, in it now. So things are really good. And living in Selma, of course, population growth is tremendous.
I'm very excited about the RE/MAX Skylight Balloon Fest. It's our 2nd year doing it in Selma, over 100 vendors, and that's local businesses in the area that are able to showcase their services and reach their targeted audience. So we are expecting 10,000 people from around the surrounding cities to attend, and that excites me just as a Chamber of Commerce president because it is such a unique event to be able to show off what you do as a business.
We started working with the city, and it was unbelievable, the support that we got from them. The permitting, the requirements that were listed we could always work with them when there was a need to deviate because we are a small business. They never hesitated to work with us.
We chose Selma for our location for 3 main reasons. Number 1 was the location, the land, and the leadership. The location was chosen because of accessibility to the main interstates, and that enabled us to continue to service our present customers as well as our future customer base. And so that was the first reason. The second reason was the land. The terrain of the land was perfect and suitable for our building design, and also it would enable us to reduce our construction time. The third reason was the proactive business attitude of the City of Selma and its leadership, led by Mayor Tom Daly and City Administrator Johnny Casillas. We knew when we met them and we saw how they presented themselves and how the city was and the community, we knew that Selma was a perfect fit for our distribution center.
I like that that I have a very good relationship with Selma. It's really good to work with Selma. They're open for business and helping people like me, and that's what I love about Selma.
I think the future of Selma looks very bright and very promising, not only for businesses coming in, but also for the residents. I think it's very unique that Selma has to balance between growth and quality of life, and they've managed to do that not only excellently, but with a diversity that is really, really excellent. So I only see good things. I see more growth, I see more residents, and I just see a great, promising future for business.
I'm very excited about the future of Selma. We have still a lot of developing businesses coming here. With that, a lot of quality of life items we're still on menu to bring to everybody. We also think that with these businesses, it's going to bring future, not only future employers, but employees that can come live in Selma, spend money in Selma, and enjoy all the diverse things that we do have here in the city of Selma. So what I say is this is a fun place to be. It's going to continue to be a fun place to be, and we hope that you come to Selma.